Hey everyone, and thanks for joining us. We are often asked about who Sylabs is, and what we are working on for both the open source community and for those who require professional support of their high-performance computing container workflow environments. So, we decided to take some time to talk about just that. Sylabs was created in 2017 to provide support, professional services, and value-added tooling for the Singularity container ecosystem, which has become predominant in shared, high-performance computing environments. To back up a little bit, let's start with why a new container runtime was introduced into high-performance computing. Docker had taken off as a de facto container technology for scaling out web and database services, but this differed wildly from how scientists and researchers wanted to use it in high-performance computing with batch schedulers. So, the means to containerize applications was important, but the way in which Docker did this did not meet high-performance computing needs for simplicity, security, and repeatability. Thus, Singularity was created to address the gaps in the existing technology, while also allowing easier access to the underlying hardware on a compute node. Singularity began as an open source project and achieved great accomplishments in 2016 when community features were introduced to leverage an already existing Docker ecosystem of application containers. Docker paved the way to container adoption in enterprise, and Singularity became a widely adopted container runtime for high-performance computing in a very short time. 1 year later, adoption of Singularity drove the creation of Sylabs to provide professional support and addition tooling to the open source community, and the customers who rely on production-ready support. Let's talk a little more about the open source container platform designed to be simple, fast, and secure. Singularity is designed for ease of use on high-density clusters. It also implements a unique security model to mitigate privilege escalation risks, and provides a platform to capture a complete application environment in a single file. It supports all the major distributions as well as multiple architectures. Sylabs continues to be a good steward to the open source community by leading release management and hosting community forums across the globe, as well as in Slack and Google groups. We also provide build, registry, and signing services for the open source community. Working within the open source community is an important aspect to our endeavors. For example, we recently worked with Anchor to provide support of SIF within their software bill of materials toolset. Let's briefly touch on some of the features of SIF, the default Singularity container image format. SIF is an immutable single-file container image format supporting cryptographic signatures. The single-file SIF container format is easy to transport and share. Native support of encryption. Integration with Anchor SIFT and GRIPE for support of software bill of materials, or SBOM. This container image format became important for scientists and researchers in that it provides a mechanism for portability from a development workstation to wherever the container is deployed in production. It is a single file that can be encrypted and does not require decryption to disk before running. The SIF image format has been a mainstay in high-performance computing, where customers may take a few source application containers from their favorite container registry to build a production SIF container for deployment in their cluster. SIF is recognized as an important format where we worked with Red Hat to provide support for SIF within Podman, and Apptainer also supports SIF. Sylabs continues to develop the SIF format to address the needs of a rapidly changing and growing community. Keep an eye on our GitHub repository for what we have planned, or to check out our announcements for recently released features. Singularity is a container runtime and image format used in a variety of applications and industries, on large-scale systems with 100,000 nodes, to single-node systems across 3 major architectures. Compatibility is a key requirement for the variety of different workflows, since many customers use a variety of container runtimes with the OCI format. Singularity can use an OCI image as a source to run or create a SIF container image, which is then used to deploy across compute resources, whether on-premises, in the cloud, or more commonly in hybrid computing environments. Sylabs designed Singularity Pro for high-performance use cases and emerging fields such as artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, and data analytics. Singularity Pro is differentiated from the open-source version by the inclusion of several plugins to augment capabilities, as well as a software bill of materials to address software supply chain security. Singularity Pro was created to address the needs in environments that desire structured support with timely updates, backported fixes, prepackaged binaries, direct influence on features that are critical to their needs, extra functionality, and peace of mind with a software bill of materials. Singularity Enterprise is a set of 3 services to support Singularity container workflows. The first version was created in 2018 by Sylabs as a SaaS offering that evolved into an on-premises version. This is a complementary technology for Singularity to address the needs of container workflows with a remote builder to securely build architecture-specific containers, a container library to store and share CIF containers, and a key store, which is a GPG key service for signing and verifying containers. The signing feature provides provenance and authenticity to those who created and those who deploy containers. Singularity Enterprise is the leading technology for customers who prefer on-premises deployments or in a virtual private cloud. It can be deployed to support up to 3 build architectures, such as x86-64, ARM64, and IBM Power 9. Sylabs is proud to represent a portfolio of products and services to address the burgeoning needs of the high-performance computing industry, including exascale and supercomputing environments. From maintaining the Singularity CE codebase and collaborative efforts with other open-source projects, to providing free services like Singularity Container Services, and offering professional products and services through Singularity Pro and Singularity Enterprise, Sylabs is committed to addressing the containerization needs of scientists, researchers, engineers, and businesses utilizing performance-intensive mission-critical applications. For more information about Sylabs and its products, or to keep up to date about what's coming up next from us, feel free to follow us on Twitter or LinkedIn, join the conversation in our Slack, GitHub, and Google Groups channels, subscribe to this YouTube channel, or head on over to sylabs.io/contact-us for more information. Thanks!